Every anime fan knows that feeling. The screen lights up, the music hits, and suddenly the hair on your arms stands straight up. These are the moments that break the internet. The transformations, the entrances, the scenes so insane they get burned into your brain forever. The ones you rewatch 100 times and still get chills. Today, we are counting down the 10 most insane moments in anime history. The jaw-droppers, the goosebumps, the absolute peaks of hype. So turn it up, because this list goes nuclear fast. Number 10. Kicking off our list at number 10, Asta and Yuno from Black Clover. Two orphans left at the same church on the same day. They grew up swearing the exact same oath, to become the Wizard King. But where Yuno was a prodigy blessed with overwhelming magic, Asta was born with none at all. That gap could have crushed their friendship. Instead, it became fuel. Every time Yuno pulled ahead, Asta clawed his way back with nothing but raw willpower and a sword that cuts magic itself. Their rivalry isn't built on hatred. It's built on respect. Two brothers racing toward the same impossible dream, each refusing to let the other win. And honestly, that's what makes it beautiful. At number 9, we have one of the most unsettling rivalries in all of anime, Gon Freaks and Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Calling it a rivalry almost feels wrong because Hisoka doesn't see Gon as an enemy. He sees him as fruit, something to nurture, then devour once it's perfectly ripe. That twisted obsession hangs over the entire series, and Gon knows it. He owes Hisoka a debt, and he refuses to face him until he can win on his own terms. When they finally clash in Heaven's arena, it's tense, brutal, and unforgettable. A rivalry where the scariest part isn't losing, it's how badly your enemy wants you to grow stronger first. Number 8 takes us back to where a lot of us started. Yugi Muto and Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! Long before card games were cool, these two turned a children's game into all-out war. Kaiba, the ruthless billionaire prodigy, simply could not stand losing to Yugi, and he built his entire identity around beating him. Yugi, humble and kind, never once backed down. Their duels were legendary. Blue Eyes against the Dark Magician, ego against heart, every match raising the stakes higher. Kaiba chased Yugi across the whole series, obsessed with just one clean victory. It's the rivalry that defined a generation of anime fans, and you probably just heard the duel music start playing in your head. At number 7, Jotaro Kujo versus Dio Brando. The clash that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure spent an entire saga building toward. This rivalry is personal, and it's generational. Dio cursed the Joestar bloodline a century before Jotaro was even born, and now it falls to Jotaro to end him for good. What makes it iconic is the showdown itself. Two stands, Star Platinum and the world, both able to stop time, trading blows in the streets of Cairo. Za Warudo became one of the most quoted moments in anime history. Cold, stoic Jotaro against flamboyant, immortal Dio. It's good versus evil, distilled into its purest, most stylish form. Number 6 belongs to My Hero Academia. Izuku Midoriya, Deku, and Katsuki Bakugo. These two go all the way back to childhood, but it was never equal. Bakugo was the explosive prodigy. Deku was the quirkless kid he looked down on. Then Deku inherited the greatest power in the world, and everything Bakugo thought he knew got turned upside down. Their rivalry is raw and emotional, full of resentment, guilt, and a desperate need to prove themselves. When they finally fight it out, one-on-one, it's less about winning and more about everything they've never said to each other. It's one of the most personal rivalries in modern anime, and it hits hard. At number 5, Lelouch Lamperouge and Suzaku Kurorugi from Code Geass. These two were childhood friends who wanted the exact same thing, a better, fairer world. The tragedy is that they chose opposite paths to get there. Lelouch decided to burn the corrupt system to the ground from the outside, while Suzaku swore to change it from within. Friends became enemies, then allies, then enemies again, in one of the most gut-wrenching back-and-forths anime has ever written. Every betrayal cuts deeper because of how much they once meant to each other. It's a rivalry of ideals, not just power, and it builds to an ending that fans still argue over and cry about to this day. Number 4. Eren Yeager and Reiner Braun from Attack on Titan. This one is a gut punch, because they started as comrades. They trained together, bled together, and trusted each other with their lives, until Eren learned that Reiner was one of the very enemies who destroyed his world. Their rivalry is soaked in betrayal, grief, and the horrible realization that there are no clean villains here, only people trapped on opposite sides of the same tragedy. As the series goes on, the roles blur and even reverse, and you stop knowing who to root for. Titan against Titan, friend against friend. It's one of the most morally devastating rivalries ever put to screen. At number 3, the greatest battle of wits in anime history, Light Yagami versus L from Death Note. Not a single punch is thrown, and yet it's more intense than almost any fight. Light holds a notebook that kills with only a name. L is the world's greatest detective hunting him down. What follows is a chess match of pure intellect. Each move a trap, a bluff, a counter-bluff, where one mistake means death. The terrifying part is how close they actually are. Two genius minds who might have been friends in another life, locked in a duel where only one can survive. Sitting in the same room, smiling, both knowing exactly who the other really is. Absolutely electric. Number 2, Goku and Vegeta. The rivalry that basically defined the entire shonen genre. When Vegeta first arrived on Earth, he was a ruthless Saiyan prince who saw Goku as a low-class warrior beneath him. Goku beat him anyway, and Vegeta has spent the rest of his life trying to close that gap. Decades later, they're still at it, pushing past their limits, unlocking new transformations, sometimes enemies, sometimes the deadliest team in the universe. What makes it legendary is Vegeta's pride colliding with Goku's pure love of the fight. Two warriors who make each other stronger every single time they clash. No list of anime rivals is complete without them, but they're not quite number 1. And at number 1, there could only be one: Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha. This is the rivalry that defined an entire generation of anime fans. Two boys from opposite worlds, one a lonely outcast desperate for connection, the other a survivor consumed by revenge, bound together as brothers, then torn apart by hatred. Naruto spent the entire series chasing Sasuke, refusing to give up on him no matter how far he fell. Their clash at the Valley of the End is everything at once: heartbreak, fury, and love, all swinging in the same punch. No rivalry has been more imitated, more emotional, or more iconic. Naruto versus Sasuke isn't just the greatest anime rivalry of all time. It's the blueprint, and that's our number 1. And there you have it, the 10 most insane moments anime has ever given us. From cocky one-liners to world-ending tidal waves, these are the scenes that remind us exactly why we fell in love with this medium. But you know, we left some out. So tell me down in the comments, what insane moment gave you the biggest chills? Maybe Naruto arriving to fight pain, or All Might's final smash. If this list gave you goosebumps, smash that like button and subscribe for more anime top 10s every single week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.